whoever takes the victory is in a really good spot to take the entire tournament. Just to remember, all of you, when it's a double bracket elimination, whoever wins winners bracket final can lose a race in grands, because the guy who comes from losers has to win twice to actually win the grand final. So this is absolutely important to win this one.
Absolutely. All right, Destructor, I need to hold you down for a second while I sync up the timers.
Sure. All right. So basic start, both of these guys are actually going to pick up the morph ball, and for the moment it's only about execution. In Brinstar, which is one of the most heavy execution part of this game, you really want to have clean movements for the entirety of this section. Not a lot of RNG involved. When there is, you can easily deal with it by killing some of the enemies that can block your path. And the first real display of skill that we'll be able to see will be in a few seconds in the climb in this room. A lot of tiny jumps on all these platforms, and as you can see, both of them are actually landing it absolutely perfectly. This is why they're the two best players in the world, guys.
Yeah, they're making this look absolutely easy, but overjumping, especially when you're moving vertically in this game, is exceedingly easy to do, and any mistake will either have you losing time or just dropping back down, and both of them are just nailing every single jump.
Absolutely, you can see that they're almost in sync, like less than a second apart, and picking up their first missile tank.
And they're going to be coming up here on the first thing that could separate them. They're going to try to get a double missile, get 2 missiles into this worm's eye in a single cycle. Looks like both of them got it.
No, Eagle landed it. Oh, Scotty landed it on the second try, so well played to him. He's actually opting to wait for the drops, but Eagle doesn't. So Eagle relies on RNG to get two missiles, and he's got them.
Wow, both of them heading into the dreaded hive room with 4 missiles, the optimal missile count.
Yep, perfect start for both of these guys, both hitting the doubles, not at the very same time, so technically Eagle, because of the fact that he got it first try, saves a bit of time over Scotty, but this is still an excellent start for both of them.
God, any runner of this game would be happy for a start like this, holy cow.
Absolutely. Definitely makes you confident for the rest of the run.
Yeah, now let's see how the hive room goes. This room is definitely an early game reset point. Eagle makes it through no problem. Scotty, both of them showing off textbook hive rooms. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Perfect manipulation of the bugs, taking the attention of all of them. Also the third hive, and getting the 3 missiles and 2 beams on each hive, making it through perfectly.
Yes, missile count is very precise for that room, and you lose so much time if you miss even a single missile or those bugs get in the way. Now there's something else that they're both already doing, although it's not actually clear. Both of them are going to great lengths to not take damage for the next few minutes, because they want to actually try and skip a refill later on in Norfair when they get the Ice Beam. But to do that, they have to get missile drops, and to get missile drops, they have to be at full health. So you're going to see them play it very as cleanly as possible, going to great lengths to not take damage.
Now, one of the first points of RNG, these bugs are actually completely random. They can either drop easily, but Eagle, as you can see, had a bit of a troll bug, decided to drop down a bit later. Scotty on his part having decent bugs, I would say.
Yeah, but he was definitely moving back and forth to avoid getting grabbed. Eagle, unfortunately, losing 2 health, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does mean that he is more likely to get health drops.
Indeed, but at this point it's alright. Whatever the drops he gets, he will be at full health, so except if he has one of the zoomers on his way when he drops down, it should be okay for both of them.
Yeah, that's one of the most obnoxious parts, because since you can't tell where the zoomers or that one ripper are going to be, all you can do is try to adapt on the fly, but it's very tight.
Absolutely. So now they're heading back towards the first missile tank they picked up to get to Norfair. And when you saw that they killed their first boss, the King Worm, one of the most horrible bosses, it's renamed as the hardest boss in the game, and this boss drops the charge beam, and they opt to not take it first because it takes some time to appear, so they just go towards bomb and take it on the way back when they're heading towards Norfair.
Yeah, charge beam in this game is extremely useful for the pseudo screw, where you hold a charge and you somersault. but they don't actually have need for it anywhere in Brinstar, so grabbing it later is doubly just the best move.
Absolutely, and just as you explained, Crunchy, the fact that Scotty was already at full health allowed him to pick up a lot of missiles, so now he has a 5 missile advantage over Eagle. Eagle is not in any dangerous situation in terms of his ammo right now, because he will be able to pick up 2 missile drops when he will kill these enemies. Like this.
Oh, wow,
actually,
yeah.
even getting a missile drop from the first Nova he killed, so he's getting a lot of missiles. That's perfect from him.
Yeah. Interestingly, opting to shoot 2 missiles to break those blocks instead of, like Scotty, 1 shot and 1 missile.
Yeah, I know that, personally, if I'm sure that I will go for the refill at highs, I destroy both of these blocks, but yeah, using 1 more missile to destroy the second is not that worth, but it's not that much of a penalty too, so I definitely understand Eagle's decision.
Yeah. The big reason they're trying to skip the refill is, the big reason they need missiles is because shortly after that refill spot is, arguably the most challenging mini-boss in the entire game, which requires exactly 18 missiles. So they need to have that many missiles, ideally maybe 1 or 2 extra just in case. But the missile counts will be tight without the refill, unless they get those drops.
Indeed, so this is why they want to skip. But yeah, taking the refill obviously loses time, and it's definitely possible to get enough missiles to kill this boss without rifling, so that's why they're opting to get all these drops, and now they're almost synced again.
Yeah, Eagle doing second try bomb jump to get out of that tunnel, giving Scotty a chance to catch up just a little bit.
And now the most convenient item in the entire game, Power Grip. I'll let you explain it because I know you love it.
Oh my gosh, so Power Grip does exactly what it says on the tin. It lets Samus grab ledges and climb up. Scotty actually having a more efficient double bomb jump and now pulling a little bit ahead. But here's the thing about Power Grip, though. Power Grip is very much a quality of life item. Playing randomizer will make you appreciate it so much. You don't need it to finish the game, but finishing the game without it would be so painful. Thankfully, for better or worse, the game has a vine that will actually block your path to the ice beam until you get Power Grip, so we do have to come over here and get it no matter what.
Absolutely, which is, I would say, a strange game designer decision, because in Fusion, that actually came out 2 years before Zero Mission, Samus was able to grab ledges without the need of an item, so I don't know. This is kind of weird. Oh, maybe it's because this game is technically the first Metroid ever, so the original suit she had wasn't equipped of a Power Grip by default, and in Fusion, she still had the Power Grip despite the X infection.
Oh my gosh, we are putting together the deepest lore here today on Speed Gaming.
Oh yes. Oh, you see this sync?
Oh my gosh. They're back
That was
and forth,
great.
but now, oh god, they're just doing the same
Yo,
moves.
look at this!
Look at them go.
So now Scotty, as you can see, made perfect ammo management because he's 24 missiles out of 25. So this is absolutely perfect, and Eagle is definitely in a good position as well with 20 missiles. They played this situation perfectly.
And here it is, the ice beam. Although, the thing is, even if one of them had needed to take the refill, they probably would have gone for what we call refill glitch, which lets you skip the refill animation, which we'll probably see a bit later, so...
Yeah, we'll definitely see it when we'll pick up the speed booster, and also because it's the... oh, fortunately Scotty missing some of this wall jump and has to wait for the rippers.
Oh my goodness.
This is definitely the closest race. Look at this. They're just trading the lead for 8 minutes. This is amazing.
Yeah, they're both playing so well, and even the tiniest slip-up just gives the other person a chance to catch up, or just outright pass them. This is... It's probably gonna stay this way for the entire time. Even something as simple as a slightly suboptimal enemy pattern where the other one gets the optimal can cause them to switch.
That's what happened when you play Top Zero Mission.
It really is, and especially in a category as volatile as this one.
Oh yes.
Oh, Eagle actually opting to take a quick little extra farm there.
Which is definitely okay, because if he gets bad drops in this room, he might be in a bad situation. But Scotty, am I reading 29? He only needs 18.
You are reading 29.
So just pay attention to what Scotty does. Oh, he actually opts to destroy the right side first, so he... Okay, just watch, because I cannot explain it.
Oh my god. That is... Oh, that was flawless.
That was absolutely clean from both of them. So I'll just explain a bit how you play this boss. Actually, both of them are getting sub 10 Enter Ridley on English. Or Eagle just a 10 flat, but this is absolutely incredible. Both of them are just on fire right now. So what you want to do with this cocoon is fire 3 missiles vertically on the left side, and then shoot 6 missiles because you have 3 vines per side, and each of them takes 3 missiles to destroy. And they want to do wall jumps to get in the air, then shoot 3 missiles while in the air, back to back, then go back to the right side, freeze the Reaper that they froze originally to give themselves a bit of more time, and then destroy the right side. And they did that perfectly.
Yeah, and it's extra difficult because there's spores going the entire time trying to block you, and getting 3 missiles in a single wall jump isn't super duper difficult, but it's very easy to tink one. And
Absolutely.
Both of them just nailing it.
It requires good knowledge of what the patterns of all these spores is, because you really want to fire missiles at a specific timing to know that it will not hit one of the spores.
Ooh, Eagle getting knocked around a lot in that side hopper room. Oh my gosh, Scotty almost taking a fall, but ooh!
He's taking it so hard right now. He's just going. He doesn't stop.
Yeah, health is so just clinch-worthy in this area, because those sided hoppers do 30 damage a touch, and you have to go fast, you have to take 2 guaranteed hits going through that room. And then taking a tumble in that pillar room, which you saw Scotty almost do, but he caught himself, would be a minute lost. That would be almost... Against Eagle, that would almost be GG right there if he had taken the tumble.
Yeah, except if he does the backup strat first try, which only loses you like 7 to 10 seconds if you get it first try, I would say, but... Yeah, that's definitely a mistake that you do not want to do because the backup is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past either of them being able to pull off the backup, but still, you don't want to if you can avoid it. Ooh, Scotty taking a hit from the fire there. Oh my goodness, both of them in beeping strats right now.
Oh yes, and so the Idor is coming up and you want to kill it with 1 super missile, and you can do a fast Idor by taking a hit. Okay, Scotty doesn't go for it because the Idor does 30 damage. And you want to take these 30 damages to shoot a missile through the hitbox of the... Scotty, seriously. He got it. He got the one that we call the riffle glitch.
Yes, he did. Scotty's showing off the bomb setup, and Eagle trying to show off the older missile setup, not quite getting it, so this gives Scotty a little bit of a chance to pull ahead. But now here comes Ridley. Ridley's not what we would call a difficult fight, but the thing about him is you stand in his hitbox to do damage optimally, but with 1 E-tank, if you get hit by a fireball or just mistime it, you're dead.
Okay, so as you saw on Eagle's screen, what you want to do is just tank the damage and shoot missiles into him. Then he flies up and you can finish him. What Scotty did, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he made him turn around. So Ridley didn't even have the time to actually fly. He killed him on the ground. And that was really scary because in this situation, usually you die when you do that. I really don't know.
I don't know, because he actually normally you finish with 19 health. He finished with 34 health, so I'm not sure how that worked out.
Yeah, that was actually scary, but the fact that it took a few extra seconds to begin the fight and starting to tank damages was what saved him, and that's really what you want to do in the race scenario. Also, talking about race scenario, usually you'll see runners going for 1 or 2 extra E-tanks. Scotty opts to go for it. Eagle does not.
Yeah, Eagle's just going for straight-up PB strats right now.
Oh yes, and also one of the things from Ridley, you want him to drop super missiles. Optimally 2 drops to get all 4 of your super missiles back for the upcoming crit fight. Eagle got all 4 of them, Scotty only got 2, so he killed one of his Zols to get a super back.
Yeah, thankfully those enemies that look kind of like, we call them Zols or Owls sometimes, they have a very high percentage chance of dropping supers, and you want to have...
70%.
Yeah, you want to have the 4 supers because enemies in Kraid don't drop them, so you want to, again, try to avoid taking the refill at a space jump. And if you have the 4 supers, you don't have to take that refill. And both of them are in good shape so far.
Taking a few extra missiles on the route, they're just on their way, so we take them. Usually the first of these two missile packs that you saw, we can take the first one before the cocoon fight in case we're a bit short on missiles. That's one of the backup strat that doesn't cost any time at all because you will pick up these missiles eventually, so it's not a problem to pick them early.
Yeah, at this point, any missile tanks we grab are entirely because of the final area of the first part of the game, Tourian, where missile count is extremely tight. We have this very carefully calculated out, and these are just the most optimal missile tanks to get along the way.
Indeed, so now both of them are equipped with the high jump and the jump ball, getting it sub 15 minutes. They are definitely on 38 paces.
God. Even in a race, these guys are putting up just leaderboard times.
Oh, yes. Scotty having a bit of troubles. Oh, nice. I like the setup, you know, spring ball to get out of the tunnel, not falling down. That was sweet.
Yeah, I like that ball jump. I was actually trying to experiment with that last night. It's surprisingly difficult, actually.
It's definitely tight, yes.
Yeah.
Because you have to stop at the very edge of the tunnel, then jump and press right to get on the platform.
Yeah, and the top platform looks a bit wider than it is, but still, it's very tight. Oh, Scotty having a little bit of trouble in the climb there. But Eagle also taking an unintended lava dip, so both of them just making their way through Brinstar again here. Very close to each other still.
Yeah, I just want to point out that usually you will see a massive difference between the two runners. It's been 16 minutes on around 39 minutes for a zero emission race at this level, and they are less than 5 seconds apart for 16 minutes. This is insane.
Yeah, you literally have one of them exiting a door transition as the other one enters it. It doesn't really
they're
get
always in the same room. Look at this. It doesn't even have time to take the elevator. Eagle is on his track.
Yeah, here's definitely another trick that can cause trouble if one of them screws it up. It's time for Acid Worm Skip, one of the big gatekeeping tricks of the category. Thankfully, both of them know the backup in case they miss the primary, but neither of them wants to miss the main strat here.
And Scotty is known to do epic strats, and he's gonna... Are you kidding me? No way! No!
What?
Oh no, and Eagle unfortunately misses it. Okay, Scotty, this is straight BM. You're not allowed to do that. This is an impossible... No.
I didn't even know that was possible!
It is possible, but like that's the method you want to do in randomizers when you don't have bombs, but this is straight BM. He should not be allowed to do that. These are task strats.
Oh my god, he...
You almost have no chances to pull that off, and he does in a race scenario against the best player in the world. But Scotty makes a statement. Eagle, you're not the #1. I am, says Scotty, and he proves it.
The audacity of this man's strategy. Holy cow. Wow.
We're talking about lead difference, and now Scotty just makes it happening. And Eagle, unfortunately, he missed AWS on his side, and now he has a 30-second loss because of it.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be really hard to come back from, especially with how Scotty is playing. It's still totally possible, especially with Tourian still to come, but...
Yes. And with all the hype around what Scotty did, we unfortunately missed what Eagle did, but we have to give him some credit for the backup strat. If you miss this trick, you have to do what we call HVJs, horizontal bomb jumps. It's like you have to do diagonal bomb jumps, just a little interrupting to see another riffle glitch from Scotty. You kind of have to do horizontal bomb jumps, but stop pressing the direction at a specific timing, then drop another bomb so you move forward, but you don't get any height, so you can basically just go horizontally with bomb jumps, and that's the backup. And he just did it absolutely incredible.
God, we literally just saw the two hardest methods of doing Acid Worm Skip here today.
Exactly. Both of them getting the riffle glitch, and Eagle is gonna go for the blue man, and he gets it. Look on his screen, and the statue is now blue. That's a bit of a time loss because you... Eagle, get out of the ledge. That's a bit of the time loss because you have to wait for your ammo counts to get back to their maximum and the statue to actually stop refilling you, so you lose some time, but yeah, at this point, this is some swag from Eagle.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to expect anymore. I was expecting ridiculous play, but even even when I'm prepared for anything, I still wind up surprised when these two are playing.
This is not ridiculous. What's the word above it? This is god tier gameplay.
This is absolutely bonkers.
And one of the things that we have to point out, this race almost did not happen. It was about to not happen, and Scotty decides to stick with it. He says, I'm good, I'm going for it, and he just delivers.
He has channeled his energy completely into this, and yeah, no big deal.
He's not even delivering, like, he gives it all. Just like, yeah, take it, I don't care. Like, you can have as much as you want.
Alright, and both of them opting to skip Brinstar Super, which is a little trick that gives them 2 extra supers. I get the feeling, I think Eagle would have gone for it if you were racing anybody else. Because Eagle, I think, usually goes for it.
Yeah, I don't really remember. Usually Scotty goes for it. He says that it's a bit of more consistency for him, but yeah, at this point he's going. I'm not surprised if any of them does not refill after Tourian. Expecting none of them to die in Tourian, obviously.
Yeah, but Tourian is definitely one of the most challenging parts of the run, because the Metroids are bad news in this game.
Absolutely. So what you want to do in Tourian is be careful with your ammo management. Obviously, the first step is to not get grabbed by the Metroids. Unfortunately, Scotty managing to get out of the grips really quickly and getting some super drops from him, so that's really good. Obviously, not getting grabbed because you're going to lose some time and energy. And be careful of your ammo management because each Metroid takes 1 super or 5 missiles to die, and they maximum give you 4 missiles every time you kill them. So you want to be careful with your ammos.
Yeah, super missiles are critically important here. You need 4 super missiles to kill Mother Brain quickly, but you also want to use some supers to kill the Metroids faster, so you're very much at the mercy of their drops, and staying at full health just guarantees you will always get ammo drops, and then you just pray that you get supers when you need them. Because think of it this way, if you don't use your supers to keep them from Mother Brain, and then you get a super drop, that's 2 supers you could have used on Metroids.
Absolutely, and as you can see, Scotty gaining incredible RNG, just getting a lot of supers. That's perfect. Entering the last room with 50 missiles and 2 supers is great. Eagle having good RNG on his side as well. This is some textbook Tourian for the moment for both of them.
Yeah, both of them getting... Scotty got grabbed early on, but the way he's come back from it, you would think he hadn't. Just high health, ammo count looking good.
And even getting a super from the last Metroid, so now he's perfect. He only needs to get full missiles at 50, and he's good.
Oh, he's going to be going. He's also going to be going for Zebetite skip by the looks of it. Which is this is a frame perfect trick he's going to be doing to clip right through this Zebetite, so he doesn't have to farm a second time. Also, or rather, so he doesn't have to come in here then go farming. He has to unmorph on the same frame the bomb explodes, and he'll just kind of phase right through the Zebetite, but he's having a little bit of trouble with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, and now he wants to reset the room to get it again. This is Eagle's chance to catch up a lot of time.
Yeah, it looks like he's also going to be going for it. Eagle is actually very consistent at Zebetite skip. I remember when he actually first showed me the trick last year, he was getting it pretty much almost every try, so let's see if that shines through today. Oh, and there we go, Scotty getting it.
Scotty has had a lot of troubles to get it, but getting the first bomb in his 3rd attempt, and Eagle absolutely just nails it, first bomb again. Remember, it is a first frame trick, a 1 frame trick rather, and now they're both on the brain, synced again.
Yeah, missile count is super tight here. They actually, Eagle there, 15 missiles, 4 supers is the exact number of the exact ammo count you need to kill Mother Brain quickly. He cannot afford to miss a single missile. Eagle first to kill Mother Brain. He is pulled back into the lead.
Despite missing AWS in the worst possible manner, getting it back from a 30-second deficit because of Zebetite skip. This is just the politics of any percent races. If you miss a critical trick, your opponent will make you pay. Scotty made Eagle pay, but now it's Eagle's time to prove to Scotty that he actually deserves his spot on the top.
Yeah, unfortunately Eagle dropping a wall jump on the way out, so Scotty pulling right back into the lead again, but right now they're so close heading into the second half of the game here. What a race this has been so far.
This is just incredible.
Yeah, if these were any 2 other people, Missing AWS is in most cases it's just congratulations, the other person's almost guaranteed to win at that point. Eagle just says, nah, I got this.
Absolutely not. I mean, yeah, just nails the Zebtide skip first try. I was a bit surprised by Scotty's decision to actually reset the room and go for another Zebtide skip. Usually if you miss it in a race scenario, I'll just say destroy the Zebtides and go for the normal strategies, but Scotty, no, he wanted to do it, and unfortunately that's definitely what costed him.
Oh my goodness.
But would we have it any other way?
This truly is a showcase of the very, very best the community has to offer. These two are the very best.
Winners bracket finals. It feels like it's just the grand final right now, honestly.
Gosh, I mean, whatever the grand finals ends up being is going to have to work pretty hard to be more exciting than this race has been so far.
Oh yes. I was like, hey, maybe I can put up a good show in all of my upcoming races. Maybe I can make it to grands. Just no. Now I don't even want to make it to grands, because if we have a rematch of this race for grands, this is going to be much more worth than anything I could offer.
Oh my gosh.
So now we're starting the suitless section, and the name describes itself. After losing our suit, we're only equipped with our little stunning pistol, and we'll have to make our way through the space pirate mothership. Holy hell, English is a hard language.
It really is.
And through the chosen runes. Yeah, so Scotty skipping the map, good, no shame for him. Let's see if he does it. That was close. That was close.
And both of them are skipping the refill. They know they can't afford to lose any time.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think this has happened yet in any tournament race.
No, we've had people. We've had people skipping the refill, but this is epic.
Yeah, normally it's a catch-up strat, because if you're in your lead, the time you lose by taking the refill is just not worth. It's just not worth it for the safety you get for having extra health. But these two know. These two know. They are
the best. I think there's nothing else to say. I don't know if they're watching the stream. If they do, I saw Scotty earlier in chat, but if they are, they definitely know that skipping heal is extremely important. But just to settle the situation, pirates, no matter if you're getting hit by a body contact or from the lasers, it's 100 damage. You're one shot for 7 minutes straight.
Yeah. So skipping the refill is definitely one-hit KO mode, which sounds incredibly dangerous, and it is. The good thing, though, is that this is also the most consistent part of the run. If you move through the rooms the same way, the pirates will always behave the same way.
Exactly. So, and they are professionals. They know what they have to do. Scotty going for a bit of...
Oh, no, he doesn't get it! He doesn't get it!
Let's see if Eagle does it. Oh, okay, Eagle doesn't go for it. So what he wanted to do was crouch under this searchlight to save 2 seconds. But unfortunately, he gets detected, and he has to wait for the alarm to turn off. And because of it, Eagle manages to catch up.
Gosh, this is just blowing my mind a little bit. I think Scotty had gained a little bit of time through Suitless just with that just tiny bit cleaner movement, but that alarm has put Eagle right back behind him again.
Mm-hmm. Now we're taking this shortcut to exit the glass tube and skip a great sequence of this ship. They are like 3 seconds apart.
Oh my gosh. This is really going to come down to...
Yeah, there's not a single race in the entire history of Metroid tournaments that has been close for so long.
Yeah, we've definitely had some close finishes, but just races that have stayed this close throughout is very, very, very rare. God, both of them just playing so well.
Clean through the entirety of Suitless.
Yeah, Scotty's showing off some interesting movement through some of these rooms that I've never seen, but looks a little bit faster. That's kind of something I've just come to expect from him. I think he just watches the TAS and just tries to imitate TAS strats.
That's usually the joke that we do on Scotty. We said that he's not human, he's the TAS. Now, both of them actually going for Sam strat, so what you want to do, and they both get it, when they enter this big room where they crawled, they turn around and shoot the pirate to not getting detected by a single pirate, and when they shoot the pirate, there's not a single pirate that actually has Samus in sight. So the countdown for the alarm to turn off starts, and it stops right after we saw that pirate in the little hallway. But this pirate has his back turned to us, so he does not see. And the fact that the alarm turns off actually gives us the opportunity to skip a barrier that we should have waited for.
Yeah, although a quick shout out to Sam the Digital, who that strat is named after, who tragically had to drop out of the tournament despite making it to the winners quarterfinals because his only SP died and he has just not been able to get a replacement.
Yeah, I'll just explain it a bit right now. It was even winners semi. Oh, was it the
semis?
Winners semis, yes, because we had the first winners semis, which was Eagle versus Ross, and the second one was supposed to be Sam versus Eagle. So that would no, Sam versus Scotty. Sorry. Fortunately, yes, Sam's SP died and he had some problems with his computer, apparently, or streaming or whatever. So unfortunately, he had to drop out.
Right, we've definitely had all the very best players in this tournament, and it's unfortunate to see one of the top runners and Sam just have to drop out like that. But without any further ado, it's time for everybody's favorite ghost. It's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Everyone says hi, Charlie.
It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Charlie is usually not a big problem of a boss, but since both of them skipped the refill, they're not going to be able to take the full damage boost unless they're feeling really, really risky, and if anything goes wrong, they can still very easily die to him. I'm
pretty confident about the fact that both of them will go for the damage boost on the last phase. I'm 100% sure of it. Knowing them, they will.
Yeah, absolutely.
They definitely will.
But speaking of phases, the way this fight works is that ball that Charlie is holding will show like a glyph. They have to shoot the glyph. If they shoot it at any other time, Samus takes damage. And by taking a damage boost, it supposedly speeds it up by just the tiniest bit, resetting the cycle faster. But the other thing is they can't stand still. If they do, lightning comes down, and lightning does a lot of damage.
And the time for the orb that it takes to show this glyph is actually random. So, yeah.
Yeah, Eagle getting a very slow second one there.
Oh, Scotty missing a shot.
Ooh!
No. Okay, so actually he got another show of the glyph pretty quickly. Okay, Eagle went for the damage boost and gets the shot. And now he's ahead.
The damage boost giving him that little edge, and he also gets the glitch. So now just keep your eyes on where those shots are after this white screen here. It's coming down to that, taking those little risks on those minuscule time saves that can kill you and getting them because they're just that good. And heading into the final section, now Eagle is in the lead, but only by the tiniest bit. Any little thing can change the lead.
It's been the name of this race. Just be precise. We don't care about major mistakes. A little mistake and you might actually lose your lead.
Gosh, and we're only a little bit over 5 minutes from the end right now.
Yes.
My god, they're both playing at a tremendous pace in a race. What are we watching?
I don't even want to explain anything about the specificities of the game because I just want to watch it. Scotty going for 2 shine sparks there. It's 20 frames faster or close to it if you get both shine spark perfectly, so it's not required by any means, but hey, it saves a bit of time, and now he's in the lead. I told you, just a single mistake and the lead changes.
It's Scotty going for all this. I didn't even know that shine spark was the thing you could do in this category. God, I'm just learning all sorts of things today.
Yeah, I tried it once and was like, is it faster? And Sam touted out, and yeah, it's just a bit faster, but not by a lot. So this last section, now they have everything. They have the space jump, they have gravity suit, they have plasma beam. It's all about skill right now. You can just tore through all these pirates with your beam, and this is only movement right now.
Yeah. Now, unlike Suitless, though, these pirates are not 100% consistent, so there's a lot of adaptation on the fly. And even with Gravity Suit, touching a pirate will do 50 damage, as you see there, so they don't want to be just getting knocked around if they can avoid it. It's still very easy to die.
Scotty has a bit of more room to work with because he has an X-ray tank. Eagle doesn't. And if he takes 3 hits, he's dead. And he's definitely not reached the most dangerous part of this ship, so he really wants to be careful with his health.
Yeah. Normally playing this game casually, by the time you get to this point, you're essentially become Death Destroyer of Worlds, but in any percent here, Samus is still surprisingly weak.
The fact that we opt to not take a lot of energy and we don't have wave beam to basically just shoot through the walls makes it much harder to go cleanly.
All right, let's see. Are they going to make my day and go for the swag diagonal shot? Oh, Scotty! Oh, Eagle's so close.
Eagle missed it.
He tried, though.
Did he ruin your day?
He did not ruin my day. I appreciate the attempt. Scotty getting it, though, has definitely made my morning. I love that trick. It's dumb. It saves absolutely no time. But hitting that one-frame diagonal curved missile to hit the door early just looks so cool. I love it.
Shooting the warp bug with missiles to make him go faster.
Oh, we're going to have to talk to OSHA about this one. Alright, here's a fun strat in this room here. They're both probably going to go for it where you... Oh, wait, no. Am I thinking...
Scotty doesn't. Scotty decided to not go for it, but pay attention to Eagle's screen. He kept one of the pirates alive, and look at this. A shot should arrive right now and destroys 2 blocks, and they were 3 blocks apart. Now there are only 1. So Eagle saved like a second doing it, while Scotty did not.
Eagle unfortunately takes another hit.
Yes, he is having a bit more issues with these pirates compared to Scotty. Scotty just showing that macro movement is extremely important in this section.
Oh, and Scotty having a little bit of bad placement on these pirates. Oh, I mean Eagle. Gosh, my brain can't handle everything that's going on.
And I think he's just a bit stressed. Excuse me for cutting you, but I think he's just a bit stressed because if he gets hit once, basically he might get comboed by other pirates and die. So he wants to take it safe. Yeah,
at this point he's made it. They're essentially both no problem, both heading off to Mecha Ridley here. So, this really is coming down to the very end. Oh my goodness.
They were in the same room. Like, this is just so close. It has been so close for the entirety of the race, and now is the final boss, which isn't a boss at all. But it can be a boss if it decides to be, because what you want from Mecha Relay is to instantly swipe with its claw. And Scotty, no way.
What? Scotty!
Okay, look at the Eagle screen. Usually what you want Mecha Relay to do, and...
Oh god, he got the missiles!
Yes, he got missiles, and that's really bad RNG from what you want from Ridley. You want him to swipe instantly, so his heart is exposed, but he decided to shoot missiles instead.
Oh, this could be the end. Scotty first to get into the final countdown, and I know he has a very consistent strat for the Black Pirates. So unless Scotty messes up the ball spark, this could be the end.
This could be the end at this point because there's one final trick that you do not want to miss: the escape ball spark, which is, I won't call it an easy trick, but it's not a trick that you should miss at this level by any means.
I do seem to remember, I think in Scotty's previous race, I think he got it second try.
Yeah, usually you can just miss the shine break or something, but this thing can happen, and yeah, I mean, you're right. In tense situations like this, you can definitely make this mistake. So you'll see him just push the work bot back and align at a very specific spot. So
there we go.
Right, he's aligning, and I knew it. He was too far. He was way too far.
This could be it. This could be Eagle's chance to make the catch up if he gets it first try.
Oh my god. Okay, Eagle has this. Look at this.
Oh, he gets it first try.
Scotty, what have you done?
And Eagle pulls him in the lead! We're right at the end here! Eagle pulls back into the lead!
Ball sparking.
It's gonna come down to the final room!
No way! Eagle is about to take down Scotty despite all of this. I don't want to believe it. Alright, let's see how
it comes down to the Black Pirates. Scotty's strat is faster, but it definitely depends on what the Pirates... They go right up for Eagle! This could be it! This could literally be it! Because of the ball spark! Oh god, Eagle beats the Pirates first!
This is GG for Eagle!
Oh my god, and Eagle has done it! Eagle has done it! He has finished things off with an official SRL time of 39:07, and he is our winner today, Scotty with a 39:09, 2 seconds apart!
Eagle making it to the grand final over CScottyW, confirming maybe I'm the number 2 on the leaderboards, but I was the #1 seed entering the tournament, and I am still the best one in it.
Oh my
See
god,
you
that
later,
finish!
CScottyW. The Eagle wins again.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. That finish. I
don't
thought
think
Scott.
there's anything to say. This is just absolutely incredible. This was the most amazing race we have seen in this tournament.
Wow. I was not ready for that finish.
Yeah, me neither.
Scotty.
Hello.
GG.
GG.
I hate this game.
What happened? Did you panic or?
No, I'm just horrible at that sparking any percent.
It's a deceptively difficult spark. I swear it's easy only when you're not on good pace. But I mean, Scotty, you pulled off a tremendous run, showing off some tricks that had me screaming into my microphone. What the heck was that acid worm skip?
Why
Yeah,
did you even decide to go for it? I don't think that the chat or just anyone who even plays this game and does AWS, like in any percent runs, actually know how stupid the strat you did is. Why?
Oh yeah, that's pretty tight.
Why did you do that? Like
I felt like it.
I felt like going for stupid stuff, so hey, it works. Why not?
Oh, actually, someone in the chat reminding us, something we wanted to ask you about. Scotty, we saw that during your Ridley fight, you turned him around there. Was that intentional, or was that
No, that was not intentional.
Okay. I did notice, though, that you seem to take less damage. Normally, I see everyone end fights at 19 health. You ended at 34. Is that just because...
Yeah, it was really weird. I ran in really late, and for some reason that... I don't know, it seemed to work.
Yeah, definitely did. Do you have any specific thoughts on stuff that went on in that run?
Not really, no. It was an okay run.
And here he is, Eagle. Congratulations.
Hello.
GG, Eagle.
There was an unexpected surprise there at the end.
To be honest, that was definitely unexpected to see something so close. You guys just were trading the lead back and forth for the entirety of the race. Like, Eagle, unfortunately, missing AWS costed you like 30 seconds over Scotty, but
Yeah,
Scotty, then when time came for Appetite Skip...
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed probably the most important tricks.
I caught up at Skip, but like I instantly got the backup for AWS, but then I didn't unmorph for whatever reason, so I had to do the HPJ twice. That was really bad, and I was disappointed if I lost the race on that, and I almost did. So.
And just for the troll, your in-game time is actually higher than Scotty's, because of the fact that Scotty had to reset Appetite Room several times.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that happens.
That was silly.
And my time. I thought I turned on hotkeys.
But hey, I think you guys can definitely be proud of the both of you, because that was the most amazing race that has ever happened to this tournament.
I was watching it out of the corner of my eye. It was
just trading the lead back and forth for the entire race, being less than 5 seconds apart. It was not one of the usual races where we see that someone is actually in the lead
skipping the
5 minutes. This is amazing.
1 meter race.
Oh yeah, true. That's actually true.
Don't worry, Eagle, I'll be back.
Yeah, Scotty, you're not cool with me.
I mean, I got all the supers I needed, so I figured. I think I actually had a lot of missiles and health too. I don't quite remember, but it's one of those situations where I can definitely like do this.
Yeah.
I don't need to play it safe.
Yeah, I ended with a fair amount of ammo, so I decided to go for it.
You took the E-tank though.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Normally, when you have a lot of ammo, you don't need to grab the E-tank.
Oh, sorry, I stopped paying attention. I thought we were talking about Tourian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't have full ammo exiting Ridley, so I went down. Or I had 2 supers, so I went down to pick up the E-tank, and then I was going to farm 1 owl. But he gave me a missile, so I had to farm a second.
And you didn't die in the race?
Nope.
Not in real life, not in the game?
No, I'm still here.
Things worked out.
Yeah, things worked out alright.
So now I just gotta win 1 more. Then I'll be then I'll have still have my 100% streak in the 80% tournament.
Absolutely. Like, as the one who wins from the winner's side, you actually have this huge advantage in grand finals. So
yeah, that's a nice thing
we'll
to look
see you
forward
later.
to. I was expecting to be more rusty than I was, really. I was definitely rusty, but I did one quick run right before this, and it went like way better than I expected. So I had a lot of confidence going into the race, I think, compared to some of the previous matches I had where he felt pretty rusty and not at all confident. And I think that helped me in this race for sure. But definitely my platforming and like in game in general was a little sloppy. Didn't work out great. Something to practice a little bit before the finals.
Which is a bit surprising when we see how much time got lost due to major tricks and the fact that if you don't include major mistakes, this was a double 38 for sure, which would have been super hype.
It would have been pretty good, yeah. Oh well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, maybe a rematch in Grand.
Yeah, you're saving those 38s for the grand finals. It's fine.
So next match in the tournament is Destructor versus Rosu. Did you guys schedule yet?
No, we did not. I'm waiting for Ross to give me a time where he will feel comfortable for it.
And then whoever wins that match has to go up against Exodo, and then...
Yeah, and I heard it's going to be casual business for Ross against me. That's not what... You said something like this?
Right.
Yeah. I see.
What were the times again?
You know, I was like, I'll meet you in losers finals, but my plans are compromised. So
39.07, and I got 39.07 according to SRL, and you got 39.09.
Yeah.
Okay. Just updating, so we can get the bracket looking all nice.
And speaking of the bracket, just to give an idea of how far along we are, we have 3 losers bracket matches left, and then just grand finals. We're almost at the end here.
Yeah, so if you see the zero mission on at any point from this point forward, you're guaranteed to get good matches, basically.
Yeah, we have only top 10 seeds remaining. These are all the very, very best. You do not want to miss any of these.
More to the point, a lot of them are well practiced, and a lot of them have times within a few seconds of each other on the leaderboards, so it should be good.
Most definitely.
Right. Well, thanks for having me, and good game, Scotty.
Good game.
I'll see you guys. Goodbye.
Yep.
Goodbye, Eagle. Congratulations.
Congratulations again.
And GG, Scotty. I'm sure this is not the last we've seen of you, not by a long shot.
We'll see.
I mean, don't die, please.
I have at least one more race.
Yeah, that's. I think it was all part of his plan. We know Scotty and losers bracket run, but it's just to practice more, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You get to do more matches in losers bracket.
Yeah, and the thing is that you're a showman. You do a lot of incredible strats to show the viewers that you're an incredible man, and that's a way to get more races and more time to show incredible. So
yeah, and then lose.
Yeah, all according to the plan.
All according to the plan.
Yes, because you have more races, as you said.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. You got this. Oh well. But honestly, yeah, congratulations. You just pulled off some of the most amazing strats in the game in this race.
Thanks.
That was great.
Speaking of more races, if you want to see more cool stuff, there's plenty of that on Speed Gaming. On this channel, in about 2 hours, we have a Metroid Prime Randomizer showcase race. And that's not your thing, which... I don't know. Then we also have some Link to the Past rando. The Portal 2 tourney continues. Zelda 1 rando. The Deltarune tournament continues. All sorts of stuff going on today on the variety of Speed Gaming channels. But otherwise, Destructor, I mean, what can we say to follow that up? I think the race speaks for itself.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even have time to explain a lot of things. And I'm almost disappointed on the fact that I was just choking on my words at some points. Like,
same.
I am an experimental runner, and I was just upset by all of the things that were happening. Just to explain the difference of level of these two guys. These these guys, Scotty and Eagle, are the gods of any percent, and they are two gods of Zero Emission and GBA Troyes in general. But they're so up there. Just to explain, it's just incredible to see. So
I mean,
it's not over.
not
We'll
at
have
all.
more match from them. So I think nobody can wait. So I'm definitely in a hurry to make my matches to see more of them.
Definitely. And I'm looking forward to your match as well, Destructor. So thank you again for doing this with me. It's been always fun.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for having me as well. Always a pleasure. And yeah, to be hyped like this, I think I'm definitely happy about the fact that it was not cancelled. That was worth.
Yeah, definitely. But before the speed gaming folks come in here and yell at us about going over, I think we should probably just say thanks for watching, everybody. We had a lot of fun. We hope you did too.
Oh yes. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and see you for more action on speed gaming and for the upcoming matches that are not scheduled yet, but you'll have more news soon about this Zero Mission tournament. See you everyone.